straight out of
NASA City, Houston, Texas.
Get ready for Tejano Time Podcast, Houston, Texas, tonight.
Giving you the news you can use and bringing you the hottest interviews in the Tejano industry.
It's about to go down with your host, Keith Leal. Houston, Texas.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Tejano Time Podcast starts
Now.
Please welcome your host, Keith Leal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tejano Time Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this special edition here on Sunday evening, all right? Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody out there. Please share the live if you're tuning in right now. Share the live, okay? Share it with your friends, your family, and whatnot. And thank you for everyone that's watching as well on Tejano TV también. So, saludos. Thank you so much, everybody on our YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys for tuning in this evening on this Sunday. So, anyway, I would like to welcome back a special guest that I have here with me tonight on the show. She is the lovely and very, very, very talented. Okay, she's got a lot of great things happening with her right now. She's going to fill us in on everything that she's got going on. Plus, she's got a new track, and we have that lyric video. We're going to let you guys hear that soon as well. So, Victoria Isabella is with us again right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Good to see you. It's been a long year or so. I think it's been about over a little year and a half since you've been back or been on the show. And you were just breaking the ice back then. It almost like, wow, she has come a long way. Going back in what I want to say it was January. It was the last time you were here on the show. So again, you've gotten a lot of things come your way since you decided to do a little Spanish music, a little Tejano and whatnot. So you had some opportunities come your way with the new single that you have coming. It's currently out right now. You did some production with the Tejano Bluesman, so we definitely want to give you some credit for that as well. So tell me a little bit about, let's fill everybody in right now that's watching and let them know where you're from.
So I'm from Peoria, Illinois. It's like dead center Illinois, 2 hours away from Chicago. So it's, the true Midwest, I suppose.
Awesome. So how did it come about for you, man? To just pick up a microphone. I know the last time I spoke to you, I guess when you were at a young age, you definitely were running around singing all kinds of songs or just, humming and whatnot. I've heard some stories, if not, but how did that come about? When was the very first time that you thought, this is something that I want to do? I want to record music. I want to sing. At what age did that happen for you?
It really actually started when I was 11, I sang at a talent show. Well, I auditioned for the talent show with a group of friends. Mm-hmm. And we were singing a song from Radio Disney because, that was what's up at the time.
Yes, but, I remember that.
We were singing the song, and the principal who was judging asked me to sing the song by myself. And I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. So I sang it by myself, and he's like, I can't believe that came out of you, a little fifth grader. So I ended up doing the talent show. And from that moment on, I feel like I just got hooked on singing. Like, I loved singing in front of people. And then I watched a documentary. I forget which celebrity it was for, but it just really changed my life. I was like, yeah, I want that. I want to do that.
I want that. That's all me right there, right? Definitely. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to run with it. And you've been very successful right now. I mean, just, again, you had a single done recently with a good buddy of ours, and now you're on to something else. You're on to a new project. You recently were here in Texas, and you were here for a week or two or something like that. I know you were bouncing from, city to city. You were doing a lot of great things in those things, and you were taking video footage, and you were just doing all kinds of great things with your family and whatnot. So tell me a little bit about what happened on that trip, during that trip.
Yeah, so we came to San Antonio first because we were going to record a song with Tony Guerrero de la Sombra. Mm-hmm. And we stayed first at the Menger. We went to the Menger Hotel, and we heard like it was haunted. So we were like, and we actually bought our ghost detector stuff too. So we was like, going around the hotel like that. But we did come to record the song, and I think it was about the third or fourth day that we went to go see Tony and his son Marco. And from there, I mean, I loved the song when I heard it. I was like, I like this song because who's going to sit around and wait for somebody? Like, yeah, I'm not the same as I was back then. I'm a new person now.
Yeah.
So I love the message of the song. And I mean, it really resonated well with me. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. And we're going to get to that lyric video here. We have a lyric video, okay? So right now, there's the song was just released, and it was just released, on the 2nd of August, right? Yeah, 8/2/24, guys, right here. Ya no soy la misma. Victoria Isabella right there. So that's going to be the cover photo there for the new song, single. You can look that up. Available on all digital platforms. But in a few minutes, we got the lyric video for you guys out there to check out. All right. So let's see what we got here. We got, let's see, Mr. Ford Muscle, Luis97 is tuned in on our YouTube channel. He says, hi, Victoria. Good evening.
Hi.
What kind of new song that you're releasing pretty soon? What kind?
So right now, we just released the Ya no soy la misma, but the next single, we're kind of debating on if it's going to be English or Spanish. So I do both. So just kind of debating, seeing which one.
Seeing which one that you definitely want to go with. Yeah. Well, that's pretty interesting. Like I said, we were talking about this off the show earlier. You do both, English and Spanish. So it's always great. You never know what in the future. Grab yourself an EP, but you can give them the best of both worlds, pretty much. Mr. John Gabriel Martinez from Grupo Superado. He says, "Saludos, Keith Leal and Victoria Isabella."
Hello.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Ernest Garza, hello, Victoria, watching from Houston. You're absolutely amazing. Come perform for us in Houston.
I would love to. I mean, I went to Houston my first time in Texas. We didn't get to stay long, but I would love to have a performance in Houston. So if anyone wants to invite me,
there you go. There's the pitch, guys. So yeah, check them out. You never know what's going to happen. But she just was recently, again, came to Texas like that to finish up the production as well on her single, her new single that she has right now. Just again, it was released a couple of days ago. It already is out. It's on all streaming platforms. Go out and find it, search her name, and she's got a couple of other tracks on there you can get as well. And Rick Rodriguez, how are you doing today? He says, do you know Adriana? She sings Tejano. She's from Chicago.
I don't think so, but definitely I will look her up after this. Maybe we could collaborate. That'd be great.
There you go. Says so that's Mr. Slick Rick from Tejano TV who's watching the show. Saludos, Rick. Yes. Right down to everybody that's watching on Tejano TV as well this evening. We appreciate you guys. So getting back here to the show. So besides music, what do you do other than that? You have any hobbies or anything like that?
Yes. So my sister recently did have twins, and she does come over most days, like almost every day she's here, which I love. Then I get to see my nieces and my new niece and nephew. So I'm just like every day helping her with the babies, and specifically like when it comes to my nephew, like I don't want to let him go. Like he is just, I love
just something. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
So that's my hobby, and I also do like to go to. For some reason, I love to go to Dollar General with my family. Like it's literally right down the street, and I know that sounds like what, but Dollar General like popping off, like
yeah, wall to wall.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's time well spent with your family. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? Amazing right there. Again, if you guys are just joining us, Victoria Isabella is on the show here on the Tejano Time podcast. He said, Adriana and the boys, look her up under that name, okay? That's right. So that's what Rick says right there. Adriana and the boys, look her up under that name. So
Sure.
I got some great music. Definitely have some great music. So check her out. That's Mr. Cam Green says, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Appreciate you guys tuning into the show right here on Tejano Time. So, any major big influences on your young career right now that you've got?
Definitely, I do love my friend Alize and her song Soltera with Lee Valentine.
Hmm.
I met Alize back in March, and like we
Oh,
had talked
wow.
online previously,
Hmm.
but when we met in person, we like really hit it off because we
Yeah.
both like K-pop and we like to dance. So,
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like seeing her and her growing, it's just like let me do something good too. And I mean, it's just friends supporting each other. And I mean,
Yes.
I love this other artist. Her name is Tyla, and she can dance. I mean, she does that Michael Jackson leg thing. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm in my room trying to do it. I kind of hurt my leg the other day, so I stopped. But
It's like, no,
I'm
that's
getting,
not for me.
yeah.
Awesome, 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 guys. And so, music wise, well, let's go to songwriting. Is that something that you're interested in?
Oh,
Songwriting?
for sure, for sure. All my songs in English. My first one that I actually released in January of this year, it's called Something
Hmm.
Good. I did write that, and I'm also my next English single that I'm about to release soon. I also wrote. So I do love songwriting. It's
Wow.
just I'm very picky with what I want to put out.
Right, and you should be. You definitely should be. It's not because it's all you. It's your brand. You know what I mean. So you definitely want to be picky and choosy on what you put out. Just don't be pushed into something that you're not comfortable with because it's there in front of you. Now you have every right to have every say so in it as well. Because again, it's all you that's on there. You know. Wow. So I didn't know that. I didn't think you had. Last time I spoke to you, I didn't. Think you were interested in the songwriting. It was something you wanted to do, but it was very, very, like you said, it's time consuming. It takes a while. It's not going to happen overnight. But for some people, it does. Some
Yeah,
people can write a song overnight. Next thing you know, it's like, here's a paper. Here you go. Here's
yeah.
a song. But yeah, definitely. Who sends out your music? Can you have them send me some music so I can play it? Slick Rick is at Gmail. So yes, Slick, definitely. I'm gonna pop that up on the screen so she can take a look at that right there as well. So that way, you guys can get to Rick that song right there.
Yeah, for
All right,
sure, for sure.
for sure. There you go, Mr. Slick Rick in the house. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for tuning in right now. So she's out promoting her new song, guys. New single that just dropped August 2nd. Just dropped. It's available on all digital platforms. And you can also go out there and request it on your local internet or radio station as well, guys. Okay, so majority of them have it. If not, you haven't got it. I'm sure by Monday morning, or it's gonna be in your inbox because I'm sure whoever is sending it out is gonna jump on it. You know what I mean? So definitely want to make sure you guys hear this song in a minute here. But Rick Rodriguez again says, "Come to Dallas.
I
Come
want
to
to go everywhere
Dallas.
in Texas.
Let's
I
go
love Texas.
everywhere." Right? Yes. Órale, saludos Keith, Leal, and Victoria desde Western Michigan Studios, Alma Latina. Saludos, adelante. That's right. Great guy right there. Amazing dude. Ernest Garza. The future of our industry is in good hands with amazing artists like Victoria Isabella. Grammys in the future. For sure. No
Oh,
doubt.
thank you, Ernest. Thank you.
Yes. Amazing people out there that's got us locked in right now and checking out the show here on Tejano TV, also here on Tejano Time Podcast. All right. So, we're going to get to that song here in just a few more minutes, but tell me how it all came about for the production when you guys, tried to lay, or when it came about to lay the song down. It was, again, the song was produced by Mr. Tony Guerrero and también also Marco Guerrero, to my
Yes.
understanding. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good deal. So, how did that come about? They brought the song to you and you liked
Yeah.
it?
So I came to Texas first and back in
Hmm.
March for the Town of Music Awards fanfare,
Correct.
and we went to go meet Marco and Tony, and they like brought us to their house and like showed us like a couple songs, and I was like, yeah, I really like this one, and then we came home, and then he sent me the Ya no soy la misma and another one, and we're probably gonna put that one out soon as well. But Ya no soy la misma, I love that song. Ya no soy la misma. Ya no soy. But yeah, it was Tony in the studio and Marco. They're just so helpful because
Mhm.
I've been in the studio maybe like 2, 3 times, and I felt right at home with Tony and Marco because they're like, oh, maybe just put it like this, sing it like this. And I just felt very comfortable with them. So.
And we're talking about Tejano icon Tony Guerrero from La Sombra, guys. Okay, he has to produce this song that you're about to hear here in just a few more minutes. También also, as well as his son, Mr. Marcos. So saludos, Tony, if you're watching the show tonight. I'm not sure what he's got going on this Sunday, but saludos. Great guy, great, amazing, very, very talented. I mean, he knows what he's got. He's been in the industry for some time like that. So definitely take that advice. Anything that they give you, run with it, because I mean, like I said, this guy's been around for years in the industry. He knows exactly what he's doing. Great guy as well, and very, very humble. So yeah, and let's do this quick saludos here out of the way. We've got Maria Zapata. She's over in Las Vegas. Saludos.
Hello.
Yes, and there you go. As Rick Rodriguez says, was that you at the radio gala with Tony Guerrero?
Yes, that was.
Rick, you might have had the song already in your back pocket that day. Well, what happened? I'm kidding. It wasn't even out then yet. But Roger says saludos from New Mexico, Santa New Mexico. Good deal.
Right,
thank you. Appreciate you. Now he says he remembers. Yeah, it's all coming back. Yeah. All right, Mr. Rick, thank you so much, guy. I appreciate you, man. Any plans for this particular song that you got out right now on a production for a video?
We've been talking about it, me and my family. We would like to do something for it. And if not a music video, definitely like a more in-depth lyric video, I think.
Okay.
But definitely I would like to do a video. I have people I want to ask if they can like star in the video with me. So we're thinking about it, but no for sure plans yet.
Not yet, right? But it could be somewhere down the line, so why not?
Yeah.
But again, follow her on her social media pages, guys, and you will hear all about it once they get the news. And if it's something they decide to do in the future, for sure, you guys will get a firsthand at it. All right, so make sure you give her a follow. We'll get all those handles here towards the end of the show as well. So again, thank you for everyone that's out there that's tuned in. We appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and play the lyric video right quick. Let's just play the song so that way everybody can get a feel for it, and so they're like, wow, we haven't heard it yet. We haven't heard it. It was just released a couple of days ago, so most of you probably haven't heard it yet. But it's a lyric video right here. It's nothing. It's not any a visual like where she's going to be dancing or anything like that. But again, that could be in the works for the future. But we want you guys to hear the song and a little something with it as well. So why not? And again, this song was released on all digital platforms right here, guys. On what is it? 8/2. That was on Friday, I believe it was. The single dropped. Yeah.
Yes.
Ya no soy la misma, okay? So you're going to hear that lyric video for everyone out there right now. Check it out here on Tejano Time Podcast. And if you like the song, comment, guys. Drop a comment in the box and let her know what you think, for sure, all right? And we'll be right back here after this video, the few short minutes, okay? Right here on Tejano Time Podcast.
Ya no soy la misma de ayer. Ya no
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the single release right there. Ya no soy la misma. Okay, that song was released on Friday. It's already out and available on all digital platforms. Victoria Isabella, guys. So if you like the song right there, definitely go out there and add it to your playlist. It doesn't get any better than that right there. So your thoughts on the song after the production was finalized and mixed, and they sent it to you. What was your reaction?
I said, play it again, play it again, play it again, play it again. The whole time we were, because we had gone to Mississippi when, after San Antonio and Galveston, we went to Mississippi, and the whole time we were there, I kept telling them play it again because I couldn't get enough of it. And then I had to get out the car for a second, because we were at the gas station, and I got out the car, and it was, still playing on the radio. I told my cousin, I said, record me. And I started dancing. That means, so I mean, that song is so just fun to me, and I can't wait to do it live.
Yeah, perform it live. That would be amazing too. Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. And that's to come as well. I mean, again, you're just starting out, and like I said, it was over about a year ago when we first had our interview, and you were just breaking ice, with into the industry, not just to here, but English wise as well. You were doing a lot of things. You've done some performances there in your hometown and surrounding areas as well, and a lot of performances there. So you were able to take on another track again with the Tejano Bluesman. What was the name of that song again? I haven't had it.
Corazón sin nido.
Okay, yeah, there you go, yeah. So that one was there, and it did well for you, and you're on to something else. So you're on to another song that's released now again. So it's available, guys. Go out there and stream it. Add it to your playlist, okay? Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you guys, whatever platform that you may use, okay? Go out there and grab it, okay? It's a good song, very upbeat. Must hear the song live. That's what Mr. Albert Lopez says here.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it when I have another performance coming up, and I'll be sure to post it. I can't wait to do it.
And Rick says, yes, love it. Dallas Fort Worth needs to hear this song. Gotta have it.
Thank you. I'll be sure to send it. Thank you.
There you go, Mr. Rick. All right, so good deal. So everybody that's tuned in there, we appreciate you guys. Just if you got any questions for the young Victoria Isabella, feel free to drop them in there. She's an upcoming artist, is well on her way. A lot of great things are happening with her, and fast at that, for sure. There's no doubt. So you being a female artist, on the English side and some of the, Spanish, the Tejano side or whatnot, what has been some of the most challenging things you've had to deal with, as a young artist and as a female artist, and how did you overcome those challenges?
I mean, I think the most challenging thing for me is talking to people myself. I get really nervous sometimes, and then I feel like I can't I feel cornered sometimes. I can't say no. But that's why I have my parents with me, because my parents are ready to step in, and I'm so glad that I have Tony now, because he just he's a big support for me as well, and
for sure.
He does help me a lot. And there was a time at the radio gala as well, where I was getting interviewed, and I said I like to sing Beyonce songs, and the guy was like, well, can you sing like Beyonce? And I said, well, probably not. And Tony stopped me right there. He's like, well, don't ever say that you can't, do something. Yeah. You got to do it in your own way. And I was like, that is so true. I was like, let me not hold myself back. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, take it from the Tejano King himself. He's definitely been around. He's got a lot of knowledge. He's going to definitely tell you. And he's straightforward. That's a good thing about him. I mean, it's definitely straightforward. Yeah, he don't play. But it's all great advice. Very, very great advice. So, Mr. JB Flores says hello, Victoria. He's watching the show there.
Hi, JB.
Irene, oh, I lost her. They're coming in pretty quick right here. Irene Mendoza over in Glendale, Arizona. Saludos.
Hi.
Alex Villarreal, saludos. Firme Music. She has brought out de parte de DJ Alex Lee as well.
Hi,
Saludos.
Alex.
There he is right there, Mr. Tony Guerrero La Sombra. Saludos, my brother. Thank you so much right now. Question he has right here. He says, question for Mr. Rick. He says, you've been from up north. How did you get interested in the Tejano music?
So, well, my grandma and grandpa, they're from Mexico and they moved here, but they've always, had like a thing for like Tejano music, like authentic sounding music. And I listened to that, when I was younger, but then you really see Selena. Like for me personally, I saw Selena, I was like, dang. And I just feel like for me, she brought it to life. I'm like, this music is really something, and I wanted to get involved in that. And from there, I'm grateful I heard it when I was younger, and from there I just feel even more just much love for it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's a great answer right there from Mr. Rick on his question there. Thank you so much. Now, Albert comes back and says, good luck on your CD. You have the Guerreros behind you. Blessings, my friend. So
Thank you,
definitely.
Albert. Thank you.
Good deal right there. So, yeah. So, I mean, again, plans maybe in the future for an EP later on. Who knows what she wants to do, because, again, she's doing music on both sides, English and Spanish. So you never know. She definitely want to get out there and get that done. An EP or something before the. I wouldn't say before the end of the year, because I don't know how many songs you have out, but it is possible. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But Tony's going to tell you no. Slow down.
Yeah.
Easy, fella. So. Ernest Garza says here, great song. You're so versatile. How about a song in both English and Spanish, like old school Jimmy Edward, Latin Breed? That would be great.
That's like really up my alley. I'm definitely going to talk to Tony about it probably after this interview. But I would love that. I feel like I would be able to show like the best parts of myself, English and Spanish. So I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony started laughing about that there. Not about the question, but I guess probably because he's going to tell you to slow the hell.
Yeah.
Saludos, Tony. Yes, for sure. And it says Imperial, California. Rosemary Duran as well is tuned in.
Hi.
Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you for tuning into the show. And again, Irene says, so hello, amigo Keith Leal and beautiful Victoria Isabella.
Oh, thank you, Irene.
Yes, everybody out there that's got us tuned in, locked into Tejano Time Podcast on this Sunday. We are chatting here with Victoria Isabella. She's got her new single out, okay? Ya no soy la misma, all right? And it's out and available on all digital platforms. So go out there and get it, guys. Go out there and stream it. It was just released on Friday, okay? And then she's out here. She's doing her first podcast on the release, so that way she can get out there and share the song. So, it starts today, and it's not going to end for a little while. So you're going to be probably doing this and promoting this day in and day out, or a couple of times a week here and there and whatnot. So, yeah. Mr. Tony says here, Victoria has one of the most awesomeness voice I've heard. There you go.
Thank you, yes. Tony. Aww.
Yeah, she got moves too.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely, man, right there. So, yeah, I mean, again, that all comes out there with performing the song too. And again, that's to come as well. So, for sure, there's no doubt about that. I mean, go out there. Great show, like always, Keith. Congratulations and good luck in the future. Victoria Isabella, you rock. And that's from Mr. Ernest Garza.
Thank you, Ernest. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bud. Thank you for tuning in to the show right now. So, collaborations, I know that you just finished a single right now. So, thoughts on a new one that's up and coming, the next one that you're going to be releasing, and, so forth and whatnot. Who would you like to collaborate with in the Tejano industry? Let's put it that way, to do a jam. I know you had mentioned Alize earlier. Was a great friend as well. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure there's many others that you would like to do a collaboration with.
Yeah, I want to do a collab with Madison Pulido. I think
Okay.
she is so nice, and just her bubbliness. I'm like, girl, be my friend. I'm already friends, but be my friend. Like, I love fun, exciting people, and I feel like her and Alize like are just the bomb.com for real.
Yeah,
So
and there are future as well. Very young and talented artists. I mean, both of them. They I've had Madison here in studio. She's just a great sport when it comes to interview. Very very humble, and loves what she does. And she's hungry for more. There's no doubt about that. She's always for more opportunities to go out and perform. Music wise, I'm sure she's probably working on some new tracks now for the future. But yeah, for sure, great people. Alizeta, man, again, she just got her new single that dropped with Mr. Lee Valentin. Yeah, so it's a lot of great things happening with these young artists. You're dropped in the new single that just happened right now. I mean, you guys are our future. You guys are having to hold it down now. So let's. I mean, we have to pass the torch down, and that's one thing right now that the Tejano music is struggling to do is pass that torch down to the younger generation. There's so many different people out there that say for instance, for an example, Tony. Tony definitely is trying to help out as many young artists as he possibly can to go forward with the music and pass that torch on down and help whatnot. But it's tough for a lot of these other guys that are out there. A lot of the icons out there still doing their thing. There's not very many left. That are doing it. So what's the problem? It's tough. There's just a lot of talent out there as well. Very very many artists out there, and it just doesn't. I don't. I'm not going to even talk about that right now because it's a topic for another show. So I'm just going to leave that right there where it's at and just toss it, to the side and pick it up another day because I'm going to open up a can of worms and then the show's going to become 2 or 3 or 4 hours and it's sometimes it's just not even worth talking about. But anyhow, all right. We got JB Flores. It's great to support new artists from wherever part of the country new artists are coming from, but I do feel it's important for new artists to become familiar with the rich Tejano history. We have all the artists before them. Let's see, because it's important to know where it started. So he says, so what has been done and where we are going. Getting compared to may be flattering, but originality is even more important. So that's from Mr. JB Flores. Appreciate you, JB. Yeah, somewhere. There he is. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it, man. He wrote a book. Thank you, sir. But he's a great guy too. Another artist out there that he's got a lot of knowledge. He definitely knows a lot about the industry. From going back again, he's always stuck to his roots right there. He's always posted that right there. He definitely wants to get that word out. And no problem, man. No problem, Joe. I mean, JB, no problem. It's all well worth it, man, to have that up on the screen right there that you just posted. I'm sure everybody out there will take that and read it for sure. There's no doubt about it. If you haven't, you guys can go back and read that comment there, but just flashed up on the screen for Mr. JB Flores. But he's another great artist. He's an artist there that struggles to get what he is fighting for. He just wants to get out and for people to enjoy his music performances and give them an opportunity, give them a platform, so that way, this music is being played or requested and whatnot. And it has its struggles. So yeah. Definitely. Congratulations and God bless you forever. And that's from Rosemary once again. All right. So
thank you.
Yep. All right, guys. So we're going to continue here with the podcast. If you have any more questions for her, feel free to drop them down in the box. She will be more than happy to answer those questions for you. And please be respectful. Nothing off the wall. This is Tejano Time Podcast. We don't really give a rat's ass, but it does matter. You have to be respectful, on the questions and stuff like that, because some of them are not going to get around to answering all those questions if they're not good. But talk to me about a little bit of the skills that you learned, being coached when you were there in the studio. Again, you mentioned the little things like that earlier. That Tony, can you go a little higher? Can you do this? Can you do that? But a little bit of the skills that you may have picked up since or even prior to the recording that you experienced.
Well, first and foremost, when I got there, I was just really I'm comfortable with Tony, but then when it comes to the music scene, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's the real deal. So when I started singing, I felt like I kept like messing up a bunch of the notes, and when we listened back, I was like, I don't like it. I'm sorry. Like, and he taught me. He said, "Did you just say sorry?" I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Don't say sorry." I was like, "Okay." So that's one thing he taught me. He said, "Don't say sorry in the studio." And another thing is he just really like, I feel like made me push my limits a little more, because when it came to like putting like down the the harmonies and everything, I felt like I couldn't really like, I don't know what's up with me personally, but like when I hear harmonies, I can't remember the note I'm supposed to sing. So I'm like, and then it was one time where he played a completely different note, and I went so high I was sounding like a chipmunk, and he turned around, he said, "I think that's a little too high." I was like, "Me too." But he's a very easygoing person, and he makes you feel comfortable, and he just definitely made me know it's okay to make mistakes in the studio.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there. Yeah, we were talking about Tony Guerrero, guys. Tejano icon right there himself. Produced her new single that's out right now as well, along with Marco, también his son Marco, as well. Helped produce the song. The song was written by who again?
Marco.
Marco? Okay, there you go. Marco Guerrero wrote the song. So, yeah. And it's available on all digital platforms, guys. Yes, I'm going to flash that up on the screen for you guys one more time so you guys can check it out right quick. I believe this is it right here. Yes, it is right there. Okay. Ya no soy la misma is the name of the song. Okay, Victoria Isabella. Remember that name, guys, because she's these guys, these young cats are our future. You know what I mean? These young artists that we have in the industry today, and there's so many of them out there. That are trying to just break the ice. You know what I mean? So if you like the song, go and add it to your playlist. Give them the opportunity to go out there and shine. They're young and talented and looking to continue to do their thing in the industry. So Victoria, yes, whose idea was a cover?
Okay, so that was the day me and my sister, I told her, I said, bring your camera over, because she's got like a good camera, and I only have my phone, so I'm like, that's not gonna cut it. So she brought her camera over, and my mom and dad watched her kids, and I've had that top for I think about 2 years now, but I only wore it once for one of my performances. I'm like, yeah, but I love that top. I said, yeah, this is the one.
This is the one.
Yeah. We went to the riverfront. We had the Peoria riverfront here, and we went and took those pictures. We took a whole bunch. The wind was not cooperating. So we had to move like under the building. That's why there's that like thing behind me. But I said, luckily we got that photo, that one good photo. I said, praise God, because the wind was like, I was like, oh no. And I wear contacts, so like the wind, like wind blows and it makes my eyes feel dry. I'm like, oh,
feel dry.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was like,
yeah,
the blink.
Yep. Yes, Victoria Isabella in the house. Yes, so for sure that was a comment there that Tony had placed out. So yes, guys. So again, she is in the house, and she has her new single out and out, guys. We played it earlier for you guys, so you can always go back and watch it later. But hey, why would you want to do that if it's available on all streaming platforms right now? Okay, it was released on Friday, so make your choice right now, guys. Go swing over there to your platform after the show. Obviously, we don't want to leave her here by herself on the show. But when you're done here. Yes, stay here. We got a few more minutes to go here on the show, right here on the Tejano Time podcast, and to hear a little bit more about Victoria Isabella right here with you guys. So, again, right now you just got so there is plans to release another single very, very soon. Are they anything done? Have you laid any tracks down? Are there vocals or anything like that, or music put together?
So we've got the demo now, and then we're probably going to go back next month to really finalize it, because this month it's just busy. My parents are going to Hawaii, and then I'm starting going back to my classes, so I'm like,
everything's
know more about myself.
Everything comes into play now, huh?
Yeah, but definitely next month it should calm down, and because I don't want to rush. I don't want to feel like I'm being rushed to get it done. I would only want to put out the best stuff. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's again, yeah, for sure. Do you only want to put out the best stuff? Don't put anything that you're recording your front seat out. Okay.
yeah.
Trust me, I've heard it all. Okay. All right. And Mr. Alejandro C. Lopez says congratulations and good luck as well. Saludos, Alex. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Alejandro. Thank you.
Appreciate you tuning into the show right here on this Sunday fun day evening on the Tejano Time podcast. All right. So, well, Victoria, we got a couple of more questions we want to ask you before we go. And if anybody else has any last minute questions, feel free to drop them in the box as well. You've been doing this now since you were 11, and you're not any much older now, but than you were then. I mean, you're actually a little bit more wiser than you were then, huh? Or what should I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But again, advice for younger people out there. You've done your thing, where you were young, and I'm sure that a lot of people have given you a lot of advice, and they're still continuing to give you advice today. You know what I mean? Because you're still young. There's nothing doubt about that. But what did you learn from that advice that any of these other people in the past have given you, whether it be artists or whether it be a music teacher, some mentors and whatnot? I mean, what advice do you have for all the young kids out there that are thinking about even just picking up a microphone?
I would say you got to start right when you feel like it. I wish I started when I was 5, but I was only singing kindergarten songs and didn't really take it serious until that day. But definitely,
Right.
as soon as you can, the moment you feel like you want to do it, go for it and practice all your skills, singing, dancing. I mean, if you want to rap, start rapping. It's just, you have to go for it and don't let anything hold you back. Because I really felt like at the time, maybe when I was like 17, I was like, oh no, I'm too old to do this now. And I look back, I'm like, I was 17. Like, what am I thinking like that for? So, no, you're never too old to start anything. Just go for it. Don't hold yourself back, because that's something that I'm still working on personally, but I'm grateful that I have, my family and my friends and my supporters as well, who just want to see me
Yeah.
go forward. So
Go forward. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Yep, there's some great stuff right there from Victoria Isabella, guys. All right, and I'm going to send some shout outs to everybody that's watching right now on one of our pages as well. I want to send a shout out going out to, let's see, we got Charles, we got Joe Guerra is watching as well. So thank you so much, Joe. Is it Darwin Cole is watching también also. Brandon Varlak was watching también on one of our channels. Benito Morales, Randy Navarrete. Saludos, Randy. Thank you so much. Let's see, we got Frankie Caballero Jr. is also tuned into the show. Saludos, Frankie. Another great and talented artist there from the RGV. Let's see, we got Jennifer is watching. Saludos. Luis A.G. is also watching, another great artist. Beto Ramirez. Gerardo Guajardo también. Saludos. Thank you so much. A lot of great people watching the show tonight, so we appreciate you guys. Cynthia Sanchez, thank you so much for tuning in to Tejano Time podcast. We appreciate you, and I'm sure Victoria también appreciates everybody that's tuning into the show tonight as well. Dad's watching also. The comments coming through right here. Yeah, there's so many of them right there. My nephew is also on the show, Mr. Lex Leal. Saludos. Thank you so much, Neff. Appreciate you watching the show. Rob Mendez, Monica Puente. I mean, I can go on. These guys are all watching on our one of our channels. Ronnie T. Gonzalez. A lot of talent. A lot of artists actually tuning into the show tonight, Victoria. That says something, because it's what Mr. George Vences también. Saludos, George. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Sammy. For the artists to be, tuning in here, they want to see a lot of the upcoming artists for sure. There's no doubt about that. See what it's all about. What you're all about. What do you have, to offer, the scene and whatnot. But I mean, it's great to have these guys just tune into the show right now because they know that you have something special, and they want to hear your song. They want to hear, what you have in store, what you got plans, what's in the future for Victoria Isabella, and that's a great thing right there. There's no doubt about that.
for sure, thank you to everyone watching. And hi, Antonio. Hi.
Antonio's tuned into the show también. Thank you so much. Victoria, we got a question for you right here, I believe here. Where do you see yourself in 8 years from now with your musical journey as an artist?
I honestly, I see myself still traveling with my family to go perform at places. And, as long as I can be with my family, I feel like nothing's going to stop me from pursuing my music. So hopefully there'll be bigger venues and hopefully I'll be a little more established, but that's where I see myself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And so in the future, what do you, what I mean, well, let me get these guys right here, right quick, right here. Keep it going from Jennifer Lynn, another artist there in the industry right now.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes. Tony says he's still watching and listening. Okay. He hasn't fallen asleep yet. Past your bedtime yet, Tony? No. You guys are doing a great show. Well, thank you, Tony. We appreciate you, my brother. That's right. Tejano icon right there, Tony Guerrero, checking out the show as well. Saludos. And he produced and actually did all the studio work there along with his son, Marco también Guerrero, on her latest single, Ya No Soy La Misma, okay, which is available on all digital platforms. I can't stress that enough, guys, okay? Go out there and get the song and add it to your playlist. Stacey's going to McDonald's after my show.
That sounds
Cool.
good right now.
There you go. Mickey D's, buddy. Yes, man. Grab me a 6-piece nugget, all right? Great guy right there, Mr. Tony Guerrero. Good things happening right now with you, Isabel, Victoria, Isabella. So we appreciate you taking the time. Again, you got a busy schedule ahead of you, with school coming back into play and whatnot. Another trip back here to Texas to finalize some stuff on another track. We can't wish you more luck in the future. I mean, you're a young artist. You have a lot ahead of you, and keep striving and take the advice that they give you and run with it. You know what I mean? For sure. And listen to Tony as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. It says here, Mr. J.B. Floodis says here, Victoria, you started off right with Keith Leal, who uses his platform to highlight new Tejano artists. So important. Yes.
I love Keith. He's always so nice and just makes me feel so comfortable. So definitely I feel like it's starting off great.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, JB. Yes, and he says suerte and good for you. Yes, good job, man. So, man, again, back in, I think it was January, if I'm not mistaken, we had mentioned earlier, it was the last time she was on the show, and she was just breaking the ice. She was doing, like she said, little talent shows and whatnot. She had some footage from those and what we had there on file. We had a little segment that we did for her just to put her name out there because it was something that she wanted to do, was to get into the music scene and do some Spanish and whatnot, and she just didn't know how to go about it or what. And we gave her an interview to get her name out here in Texas, and I said, just be patient. Someone will call. Just be patient. It's going to take some time, but it's not going to happen overnight. And look at you today. You definitely had one song was recorded with another artist, and then now you have icon in our industry today doing a lot of your producing right now and recording. So that's amazing. That doesn't just happen to a lot of people out there, a lot of artists, for sure. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. I feel so blessed, first working with Tejano Bluesman, he really got me into Tejano music and helped me put out my first single. And then to work with Tony now, I'm like, wow, dreams really do come true. Because I remember really exploring the Tejano genre and seeing him in La Sombra doing La Demonio Colorado, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And then to meet him and to work with him, I was like, no way.
Yeah, that song will be a hit. I mean, like I said, they will always be remembered from La Sombra, the Tony Guerrero, that song right there. Yeah. Chicago's Wild Side, I believe it was that song was on. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony. Okay. Yeah, I believe that song was featured on that that album back, and that was when it was an album, on the CD. But they did have an album on that as well back in the days, because again, that's what turned me on to some of the music in the '90s and Tejano and whatnot. Early '80s, I'm sorry, but like '89, '88, something like that. You're right, bro. He says right here. Yeah, there you go. That was way back, but that's some good stuff. Great album, by the way. There's just so many different songs on there, but you will always remember that song when it's played. And that's all puro sombra love right there for sure. So Mr. Ernest Garza says, well, we're all raza and want the best for our amazing industry, past, present, and especially the future. Yep, for sure. There's no doubt about that, buddy. We definitely want what's best for those guys, and we want to open that door so they can just jump right in and do their best at whatever it is they want to do it, and continue to do it and run with it, guys. I mean, like I said, there's so much talent out there right now in the future. The opportunities are there, and we just hope that everybody can work together in the industry and help these young artists develop and go forward, because they definitely need, some of the icons, and if not the icons, some of the other people. I'm not talking pioneers, but I'm just talking about other people that have been in the industry for some time. Some mentor just to give them some advice. You know what I mean? There's no doubt, going forward, because there's a lot that give bad and negative advice, and there's some that will tell you how to handle situations like that. There's always going to be something. It's not going to be an easy road. There's no doubt about that. You just got to take that right path. You know what I mean? Great use your judgment. La Sombra, Mr. Tony Guerrero from La Sombra says here, the future is it, and Victoria is the future. Yeah.
Thank you, Tony.
That's it. Albert says he just got back from Waterberg. We'll appreciate that there, man. Tony's about to go to McDonald's, all right? I appreciate you guys taking the time here to join us on Tejano Time Podcast. Everybody who tuned into the show on Tejano TV, thank you so much for watching the show there day in and day out. Don't forget, you can also download the app for Tejano TV, and you can take us wherever you go. You can watch whatever shows that you like to watch on there, the top 10 video music countdown. You can watch all kinds of amazing shows and videos as well on Tejano TV. So download the app. It's available in the app stores, and it's absolutely free as well. Okay. So, and also you can get what is it, Mas Chingon Radio también, as well as an added feature on that when you download. So for sure. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in again. Isabella, I keep calling you by your last name. I don't know why. Victoria. Habit. But anyhow, we appreciate you taking the time. As always, we can't wish you more than nothing but the best in the future and what it holds for you as a young artist. You're always welcome back anytime here on the show as well. So we look forward to your next project. But right now, we're going to continue to spin your new single that's out, which is available for downloads right now, guys. So again, it's right there. Bam. Doesn't get any better than that, guys. Okay. Go out there and grab it, add it to your playlist. And Victoria, again, thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for everyone who tuned in, and just for all your support and advice as well. Thank you so much.
There you go, guys. That tuned in and gave great advice, to this youngster. She's our future in Tejano music. There's a lot of artists out there that as well that are doing great things as well, and she's one of them. So yes, props to her and Mr. Tony Guerrero, everybody who tuned into the show tonight as well. All the amazing artists, Mr. JB Flores. We appreciate you, as the Frankie Caballero, all the great people out there that watch the show tonight. Thank you for watching here on the Tejano Time Podcast. All right. God bless you, Victoria. Take care, and we'll hope to see you very, very soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.